pretty excited to try out these blanks. Whoa, that is loud. What's going on, man? I think I got a... I should have never taken off those training wheels. What's up, everybody? My name is Scott and you're watching Kentucky Ballistics. We're back out on the range and today we're gonna see if blanks could be lethal. I'm super excited about today's video. Let's go get set up and get started. That one felt good. So today we're gonna be testing out blanks. If you do not know what a blank is, it is a brass casing that is crimped off, filled with gunpowder, and it's just meant to make a loud noise. They use these for training and movies, things like that. But there still have been some instances where blanks have been lethal. Most of these instances happen because someone was not practicing good firearm safety. One of the big rules of firearm safety is do not point a firearm at anything you don't intend to destroy, even if it's loaded with a blank. So today we're gonna see just how lethal a blank could be. I have several different calibers of blanks. We're gonna start out with the smallest and work our way up to the biggest. That is a 50 BMG blank. And we'll be testing the blanks out on some Ballistic Dummy Labs zombie heads. A big thank you to Ballistic Dummy Labs for sending these to us. Now all we have left is to get set up and get started. But before we get started, I want to say thank you to today's sponsor, Aventon e-bikes. This is my Aventon adventure and I have had this thing for over a year and I have to say I absolutely love it. I use it every single week. If you're looking to get an e-bike, Aventon offers high quality e-bikes at an affordable price. Be sure and check them out. There's a link in the description down below. So the first blank we're going to use is a 22 long rifle and I'm going to be using a Ruger LCR 22. So I think worst case scenario with a blank would be point blank to the side of the head. So that's what we're going to do today. 22 is up first. Oh! Wow! It cracked it. It cracked the skull. Wow. That was pretty surprising. I was expecting it to blow out the fleshy material, but I did not expect it to actually crack the skull. So the next step up is gonna be a big one. 22 long rifle was the only pistol caliber that I had today. We're gonna go ahead and move up to shotguns and then rifles. This is a 12 gauge blank and I'm gonna be using a Nomad single shot 12 gauge. That 22 long rifle seemed to be pretty lethal. I expect this 12 gauge to be even worse. Oh dear. So three things that I need to talk about right now. For one, I got zombie blood on the camera. Two, a big one, I forgot to put in my earplugs. And three, I think we're gonna scoot back next time. So I'm gonna go out on a limb here and I'm gonna say that a 12 gauge blank has a lot of potential to be lethal. So we did 22 long rifle, then we stepped it up to a 12 gauge, and now we're gonna move on to rifles. First up is a 223 blank. Now, after our last experiment, we have a new setup. Now we have a zombie head set up here. I have this thing called a lead sled. I'm gonna push it up to it and then I'm gonna scoot back a little bit and pull a string because I want this shirt to stay the same color. It's your mom. Hey, I'm filming. Yeah, no, I'll tell him. Yeah, okay, bye. She called to remind me, to remind you to hit that subscribe button. All right, here we go. Not as eventful as the 12 gauge, but still looks pretty bad. Oh, yeah, that would have been bad. So it looks like this blew all through the skin. There's a piece of skull. And yeah, that right there is a pretty good hole in the side of this head. Cracked the top of the skull too. The 223 blank was not as eventful as the 12 gauge, but I would still consider that lethal. The next blank I have is a 308 blank, and I'm gonna be using a Ruger American bolt action rifle. This barrel's a little longer. Get that in the lead sled. We have a fresh zombie head. That looks a little low. I'll just repurpose some of this zombie skull here. Let me stick that right there. 308 blank.
You just got jammed.
Alrighty, let's see what happens with the 308 blank. Here we go. Ah, caught on the stock. Try again, here we go. Come on. These Rugers have really safe triggers. The safety was on. Oh! Whoa! I smell burnt hair. Here is Mr. Zombie after 308 blank. 308 blank, I'm gonna go ahead and say pretty lethal. We did 223 and 308, and I was about to step it up to 50 BMG. And then I remembered, I brought a 10 gauge shotgun blank. So this is the same zombie head that we used for the 223. I'm just gonna turn it over to this side. So we're gonna get our H&R 10 gauge loaded up. Whoa, this is gonna be gnarly. Here we go, 10 gauge blank. Okay, holy cow. Well, that was some explosive data, wouldn't you say? The shotgun is here on the ground. Oh, and it's got a brand new Cerakote job, look at that. Woo! I don't even know where the head is. I'm pretty sure it just completely exploded. I saw pieces go that way. I saw pieces go that way. They went everywhere. 10 gauge blank, 110% lethal. All right, folks, the moment you've all been waiting for. It is time for the 50 BMG blank. Judging from what I've seen today, I expect this to be very eventful. Okay, we have the Serbu RN50. I'm gonna unscrew this. 50 BMG blank going in the gun. And now I will pull our hammer back. Gotcha! Judging from what I've already seen, I think I want to be back a little further for this one. Okay, here we go. I'm a little underwhelmed. Okay, that's still pretty bad. Ugh. It looks like the 12 gauge and the 10 gauge blanks were a little more destructive, but the 50 BMG blank still was not playing around. That is a pretty, oh gosh, just right off the top there. Oh, ew. Okay, 50 BMG blank, I'm gonna go ahead and say it is also very lethal. But compared to all the other blanks, I think I'm gonna go first place to 10 gauge, second place to 12 gauge, and then third place is gonna be 50 BMG. Which blank do you think was the most lethal? Let me know in the comment section down below. I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, do me a big favor and give it a like. And if you're not subscribed to Kentucky Ballistics, do yourself a favor and hit that subscribe button. Also, be sure and check me out on Kentucky Customs, Kentucky Ballistics Shorts, Patreon, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Links to all those can be found in the description down below, along with a link to KentuckyBallistics.com, just in case you want to pick up a shirt. And as always, my name is Scott. Thank you so much for watching Kentucky Ballistics. I'll see you next time.